just take a look what Eveready is bringing you today. These are solar pathway lights, but these aren't like the plastic ones that you got to replace every year. These are thick gauge glass. This is stainless steel. These raise up out of the ground about 20 inches, and look at that star burst design that you're getting on that pathway, on that driveway, on that stairway, wherever you are putting them. You want to take them with you camping, take them with you out at the beach. All you have to do is put them out in the sun. It's got an extra large solar panel on top. It's got a diffuser inside, which is what's giving you that pattern. Look at your screen. Look how big that pattern goes. You want to talk about big. You've seen us talk about these in an 8-pack. You've seen us do a 10-pack. Today, to kick off Memorial Day, the unofficial start of summer, here we go. We're offering a 12-pack today at $79.99, and you know there is nothing more that can give you an impact like lighting. But this is without running wires, without digging trenches, without hiring an electrician, without plugging anything in. Just put them where the sun can get them. And the leading battery brand, we all grew up with Eveready. You're getting all of that light, and you see right there, Tracy Kane is joining us here today. I mean, these make an instant impact. Tracy, happy Memorial Day weekend.
Happy Memorial Day. I know, this is the easiest way to make your yard look like summer. Just pop these in the yard, no electrician, and by Eveready. This is a high quality, all glass, all metal construction, light fixturing. This is going to maintain 93% brightness after 8 hours. So when the sun goes down and your lights come on, they are staying on for over 8 hours. I'm sorry, but this is not that old-fashioned kind of solar lighting anymore. This is not that little twinkle, that little yellow glow. These aren't going to be strobing because they're running out of energy. These are giving you a big, beautiful 20 lumens of crisp white light.
These also look amazing during the day as well. There's a very classic look to them. It's not like, they're an eyesore. But look at this before and after. Look at the impact. The only thing different in these two pictures is the Eveready solar pathway lights, and it makes such a huge difference. Oh, is this Nicole's? Oh, how
yes.
Beautiful. So during the day is what I'm talking about. So that's why it's important for you to choose the color that you want. We have 4 different colors that I want to show you as well. But the classic design, I love this kind of timeless antique design. They look great during the day and they give you that glow at night. Will you walk us through the colors, Tracy?
Absolutely. I was just going to mention that, actually.
Hey, look at that.
So what I have here is our oil rub bronze. This is always our best-selling color, very popular. We also have 3 other color options for you that are equally as great. So you have your stainless steel. If you're looking for a little sparkle in your garden during the day, go with your stainless steel. New this year is the gunmetal. That's a really nice, clean gray color, nice and deep. And then we have our graphite, which is your black. So if you have iron fixtures on your home, if you're more Mediterranean, then go with that look. But they're all great. You cannot go wrong. Like Ty was saying, these stand about 20 inches high, so that's giving you a lot of breadth. It's giving you that huge starburst pattern on the ground, so you can place these a good 10 to 12 feet apart. And yet, it's not going to look like they're spaced too far. Right. And you don't have to put them on top of each other. So it doesn't look like you have that airplane runway in your front yard.
That's what happens, unfortunately. We go to the big box store and we buy something for this price or more, and it barely covers half of the pathway. These are really going to give you that cover and that starburst effect. As a matter of fact, if you go to hsn.com and you search for Eveready Solar, I want to show you something. I saw this. This is an 8-pack, and this, you don't even have the stakes. This is a 5-star customer pick. No stakes. They just label. Look at the price of, this price alone is what? That's like $75, $79, but you're getting the tall ones that you can stand up on the stake that will give you all of that kind of starburst effect, and you're getting a 12-pack today. And that thick gauge glass, that's the other thing. I think we're used to seeing kind of like cheap lights that fall apart very quickly. That is not these.
No, and that plastic also will fog over. That's not going to happen with this glass. Look at that, 1/4-inch thick glass. You have that great prism in there. So this is ribbed glass or sculpted glass with that prism. That's what's giving you that starburst pattern. When you get these home, you're just going to remove the little tab that's on the back here. That is going to activate your solar battery, your chargeable battery. You just put them on. I mean, literally it takes about 10 seconds to put these together. And then you have this huge crystalline panel on top. So this is what is drawing all that energy from the sun that's fueling that Eveready battery. That's what is allowing you to have this beautiful light without paying an electric bill, without hiring an electrician, without worrying about having any wires in your yard.
Watch how these pop
maybe,
on.
you know, you might clip with your lawnmower or your weed whacker,
If you're
right?
me, you will clip one for sure.
I think we all have that experience.
Did you see how these, there's just like this magical sense of how it lights up. And it's not just a little pool of light that gets lost on the ground.
Yeah.
It is this kind of magical starburst of light. Now, as you see, we have them all set up very close because it's a 12-pack and there's a lot of them. We wanted to show you what you're getting, but you are gonna spread these out. Maybe this reaches the entire pathway, the entire driveway. And the other thing I want you to remember, when you go camping, take these with you. How beautiful to set up your campsite with these, how stunning these would be. But you see what you're getting. So that's kind of that little added feature that you're getting with that starburst effect at $79.99 for 12 of these. This is the biggest bundle we have ever done, 12 of these lights, and instant impact. All you have to do, here's the other thing, Tracy, I've tried to put in lights before that I had to wire, and honestly, I kind of put them in the wrong spot. And then I had to redig everything up. These, if you put these down and you want to adjust them, just lift them up and adjust them.
Exactly. Or you're putting your home on the market and you want to add some instant curb appeal.
Yes.
This is a great way to do that, and you don't have to leave them. So you're not spending $79.99 for 12 light fixtures and leaving them there. You are going to pick those up and take them to your next home. If you're in a rental property, another great way to customize and personalize that property so people don't really think, oh, that's a rental property.
Right.
They're like, wow, they're really taking pride of ownership. They must have bought that house.
That's right. That's good. Exactly right. You can add those. These are yours. I need to give a couple of updates on the colors. I'll do that when we bring the lights back up. But as you see that glow on, I love seeing how it glows through that kind of sculpted glass. Okay, I need to give you a couple of updates. In the gunmetal, less than 120. In the black, less than 100 in the black. That is it. And the others, there's not a lot to go around here. I think everyone saw there was a 12-pack for $79.99. And what happened is
Might I have the day off tomorrow?
Probably so. What happened is when we do an 8-pack, I know a lot of you say, oh, I bought some, and then I came back to get more, and that color was sold out, and I had to mix and match. So we say, okay, here it's Memorial Day weekend. We're trying to set you up for summer right now. We are putting together a 12-pack. These come down to about $6 each. They come to about $6 and some change here. You are saving $40 right now, but you got to be quick. Choose your color and be quick. And just the look of this, Tracy, immediately you look, when your neighbors walk by and they look, wow, how much do they spend on that? How much do they spend to run all those wires in the ground, right?
Absolutely.
That's what you're getting. Beautiful.
And Memorial Day up north, I know, like I'm a Connecticut girl. I know. We used to, you know, Memorial Day, that Saturday, we'd wake up, my parents would be like, okay, kids, throw your yard clothes on. We're cleaning up the yard, right? So this is the weekend of work.
Yeah.
This is where you're going to get your lawn going, you're going to get all your plantings going, and then you want to have the lights, because that is that next layer of decor for that yard. It's the next way you're upping that curb appeal. It's the next way that you're taking it to that higher level than your neighbors. Because you know that's what it's about. At this time of year, this is when it's time to perfect the yard. And this is exactly the way to do that without having to invest in an electrician, without having to make any appointments. Right? You're just doing this yourself.
Yeah, you're right. When you plant all that, maybe you just bought some of those butterfly bushes and you just bought some things to plant and you redid. And then at night, it all just kind of turns into a black hole. You're like, where'd all that work and all that money I spent, where did it go? You want to have a little bit of that light. But I know lighting can be expensive. We know how beautiful it can be. But not today for 12 of these from Eveready. Listen, we grew up with Eveready, didn't we? Eveready is power.
Over 100 years old.
Yes, it's power, it's battery. And there are some, you go to the big box store, there are some brands that I've never heard of and they won't be around next year, right?
I feel like every year there's a new brand.
You're like, what is that? I've never heard of these people.
Yeah.
It's kind of plastic, and for 12 of them, it's going to cost you the same price. Here at HSN today, 5 flexible payments on everything. You have 5 months to pay everything off. You're getting thick gauge glass, you're getting stainless steel, you're getting Eveready, you're getting 5 flexible payments, and you're getting impact. You're getting immediate and instant impact.